From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Don Mitchell. Montreal's St. Patrick's Day Parade marked its 200th anniversary today with tons of dignitaries present, including the new Prime Minister of Canada. Mark Carney walked the rain-soaked route alongside numerous other politicians who joined dozens of floats, Irish dancers, and marching bands. Lauren Tracy of the United Irish Societies of Montreal said Carney's presence was welcome as organizers marked the milestone.
Everybody's Irish today. We know that upwards of 40% of Quebecers have Irish heritage, so I think it's just a matter of showing how diverse we are as a community, how we all come together as a community for this event, and how important that is. And I think it just goes to, it's a testament to everyone's supports and efforts, and we're just really happy.
A parade was also held in Toronto, where Ontario Treasury Board President and Francophone Affairs Minister Caroline Mulroney served as the Grand Marshal. Canada's ambassador to the U.S. says Prime Minister Mark Carney is eager to set up a conversation with American President Donald Trump as soon as possible. Ambassador Kirsten Hillman on Fox News Sunday said Canadian politicians have reached out to their U.S. counterparts since Carney was sworn in, and they're seeking a dialogue.
The new Prime Minister respects what President Trump's trying to do. He's trying to supercharge the U.S. economy for American people, and that's what he's also trying to do for Canada. So they have a lot in common. I think it'll be important to proceed with that discussion in a professional, measured way.
Carney departed for his first foreign trip today, visiting France and the UK, where he's expected to talk about security and economic and trade ties. Statistics Canada is set to release inflation data for February this coming week, and economists are expecting prices rose at a faster pace. Economists polled by Reuters expect the annual inflation rate rose 2.1% last month, up from 1.9% in January. Benjamin Reitzes with BMO Capital Markets says he's expecting a modest increase to 2.2%.
The driver behind that is the unwinding of the GST tax holiday that helped pull prices down in December and January, and now it's going to do the exact opposite in February and March.
Reitzes says he's expecting the Bank of Canada will be paying more attention to the long-term impacts of U.S. tariffs rather than the inflation rate in the month before they took effect. And both the United States and Iran-backed Houthi rebels in Yemen are vowing escalation after the U.S. launched airstrikes to deter rebels from attacking military and commercial vessels on one of the world's busiest shipping corridors.
National Security Advisor Mike Waltz said Saturday's strikes on Houthi militias in Yemen were different.
This was an overwhelming response that actually targeted multiple Houthi leaders and took them out.
He said another key difference?
Holding Iran responsible. It is Iran that has repeatedly funded, resourced, trained, and helped the Houthis target not only U.S. warships, but global commerce.
He was on ABC's This Week. Brian Clark, ABC News.
This is the Canadian Press. In sports and the NHL, the Vancouver Canucks looking to strengthen their hold on a West wildcard spot when they host Utah Hockey Club tonight. But Utah comes in having won both previous meetings with the Canucks this season. In other action, the Edmonton Oilers visit the surging New York Rangers, while the Seattle Kraken will take on the Winnipeg Jets. The Toronto Raptors are in Portland to face the Trailblazers tonight. Toronto on a nice roll, chasing their fourth straight win. Portland has dropped 5 consecutive contests. Jose Barrios pitched 6 strong innings to lead the Blue Jays past the Atlanta Braves 6-2 in Dunedin, Florida. Barrios allowed 4 hits, no walks, and no runs with 7 strikeouts. Andres Jimenez homered in a 3-run 6th inning for Toronto. And Canada's Rachel Homan has her second victory at the World Women's Curling Championship in South Korea. Homan improved to 2-1 in the tournament with a 9-7 win over Sweden. Homan made a draw for a single in the 10th end to secure the decision. From the Canadian Press, I'm Don Mitchell.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.